There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. Study the past if you want to define the future. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. We reveal most about ourselves when we speak about others. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. Men don't need linguistic talent. They just need courage and words. When anger rises, think of the consequences. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. I live in my own little world, but it's okay. They know me here. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. If truth doesn't set you free, generosity of spirit will. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. Small good decisions will lead you to the glorious path of success. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. I'm not pretty. I'm not beautiful. I'm as radiant as the sun. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Adversity discourages losers. Adversity inspires winners. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. In conflict, straightforward actions generally lead to engagement. Surprising actions generally lead to victory. When you are ignorant of the enemy, but know yourself, your chances of winning or losing are equal. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to learn to see the rain. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. If you're treated like a puppet, find a new ball of string. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. Money is better than poverty, if only for financial reasons. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. Without local guides, your enemy employs the land as a weapon against you. Silence and non-action are the root of all things. You fall because you are human, and rise because you are divine. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. A petty thief is put in jail. A great brigand becomes a ruler of a nation. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. I think there is only one quality worse than hardness of heart, then that is softness of head. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. Don't be afraid to say I don't know and seek knowledge from others. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. The job of feats is walking, but the hobby is dancing. The fear of appearances is the first symptom of impotence. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where intention goes, energy flows. Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Sometimes, when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. A real scientist solves problems, not wails that they are unsolvable. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think.